And I want to thank the County Council for your support in the past of the importance of the arts in the county. And today I'd like to take a few minutes to give you an update on the state of the arts from the Joshua M. Freeman Foundation's perspective. And I'm here to say that thankfully the arts are alive and well, and we've gotten through COVID. And I invite you to be on this journey with me. So we'll start out. I'm having a little trouble with next here. We'll start out with our purpose, vision, and mission. The purpose of our organization is to create opportunities to elevate the human spirit. And we do that through our vision, which is our North Star of transforming lives through the arts. And in 15 years, we have done that in Sussex County. You're going to hear some statistics today about that. And our goal is to continue to transform lives through the arts to be a sustainable arts organization. My colleague, Darren Silvis, and I are here today to really take you through this journey. Darren is our development director, and he is charged to not only make sure that our story is being told, but as a public charity to make sure that we have the support from the public to fulfill our mission. So our history, you may remember Josh Freeman passed away tragically in December of 2006, and his wife Michelle started the Joshua M. Freeman Foundation to create a legacy for someone like him who loved the arts and loved inclusiveness. So as a public charity, that means everyone has the opportunity to come and see the arts. And so in 16 years, this is year 16, we have transformed from this small wooden stage that started in 2008 with 10,000 folks coming, to fast forward to 2015, and we had 92,000 people cross our threshold at Freeman Arts Pavilion, and we impacted over 25,000 students in the schools of Worcester, Wacomico, and mainly Sussex County. So we're well beyond, almost eclipsing 120,000 people. You'll also notice there that we look a little different. We purchased a mobile stage, and that allows us to have larger national recording acts, which has really helped tourism and brought the county to be known as an arts destination. Darren, do you want to come up and help me navigate this thing? So who we are. I talked about the 501c3. Since we've been here, over 750,000 patrons have enjoyed the arts. That's 750,000 people. We present 70 shows at least. This year we have 72. I hope you've seen our calendar. If you haven't, join us at freemanarts.org to select one of many performances. We have diverse performances from rock and roll to ballet to hip-hop dance, a young audience program every Saturday. And what we're very proud of, again, since we started in 2008, we have free programming for everyone. So at Freeman Arts Pavilion, 37% of our programs are free for everyone to come. And children are free at many of our performances that are paid as well. In addition, when we're not at Freeman Arts Pavilion, we are in the schools. And so that's why I said I'm so glad to share with you that we are back in schools full stop. And this year, just in a few weeks, the Magic School Bus will actually be at Freeman Arts Pavilion, and 6,500 children will see, maybe for the first time, musical theater. So 25,000 children have seen those at no cost. And then now we are out in the community making sure that the arts are also part of a vibrant community, especially with communities with barriers. So this year we had a presentation at the Georgetown Library with the Twin Poets. We were at the Boys and Girls Club at Seaford. And we were also at West Side Beginnings in Rehoboth to present arts programs to that community. This is our Arts Access Initiative. Those 4 programs are Being in the Schools, our Young Audience Series, which are free, the free programming at the stage, and then our community access. We are committed to actually getting into our communities a little bit differently than what we have in the past. The landscape of Sussex County, as you well know, continues to change. And so we want to get to know our friends and neighbors beyond the eastern part of and the southern part of this county. Next, please. So volunteers. If you've ever come to the Freeman Arts Pavilion, you know that the backbone of what we do is actually having the community involved. We have a robust, and may I say, award-winning volunteer program that the governor has provided that recognition to our volunteers last year. We have 260 volunteers. They volunteer a minimum of 40 shows. And they have many roles, but if you look at that last bullet point, since they have been with us, that is $3.1 million in value every single year. And so if you're a volunteer, it's not about the money that you give to the community through your time and talent. It's about leveraging that $3.1 million where we are now being able to use those funds and do more programming out in our communities. So a lot of times people think the arts are soft. And what I'm going to say to you is guaranteed the arts have impacted the quality of life in Sussex County. When businesses are thinking about coming to Sussex, they think about, is there good education for my children? Is there good health care? And is there cultural things to do? We feel like we have filled that cultural void along with other great partners like Clear Space and Possum Point Players and the Rehoboth Art League and many, many more. But we also know they break down barriers. So there's something terrific when you go to a concert and you could be sitting next to someone who is worried about how they're going to pay their gas and electric bill and put food on their table, and the other person's just worried about how they're going to get all of their schedules together. It makes no difference when the music plays. The arts are the great equalizer. But more importantly, or just as importantly, is the economic impact that we have brought to this county in 15 years. So we have commissioned a study, and by the way, I've given you that economic study that has been commissioned by the public administration of University of Delaware Biden's school, and that is a pretty robust third-party study that tells you as stakeholders in this county that we have contributed over $101 million in economic impact since the inception of the Freeman Arts Pavilion. And that is only going to grow as we grow over time. So in year 1, we had an economic impact of $2 million. At the end of 2015, our economic impact for 1 year was $18 million in the county. I think that's pretty good for a nonprofit and a small business. And on top of that, for every dollar that is spent at the Freeman Arts Pavilion, $2.12 is circulated back out into the economy. So I want to let you know that the arts are contributing in many ways, quality of life, economic value, and bringing equity and equality to this county. Next slide. So the next thing is, what is the future? The future is actually now. COVID actually worked for us. We took some bold moves and went into a phased approach with our capital campaign. And instead of building the Freeman Arts Pavilion in one fell swoop, to be able to survive the pandemic, we actually acquired that piece of land. And now we have a 5-acre campus that we are building on in a phased approach over the next 5 years. If you look at that top slide where you see the entrance and the box office, I'm pleased to let you know that that will be opened, and we'll have our grand opening in just a few weeks. So that is complete. And we are working towards our final destination of having everything done. It's a $32 million project. We think it'll be done in 2027, 2028. We currently are at $23 million in fundraising, so we have $9 million to go. We won't be able to do that unless we have the support of the public. So we are in our open phase, our public phase of that campaign right now. And in addition to a larger campus and being allowed to do more shows, our Arts Access Initiative continues to grow. So we plan on continuing to have a robust program for students. Students will now be touched 6 times during their academic career with different arts programming, thanks to the public, to Sussex County Council, and to the Freeman Arts Pavilion. And so with that, I'm here to answer any questions that you might have, to thank you for making sure that the arts are supported by the county, and we invite you to be guests of ours sometime this summer at Freeman Arts Pavilion.
Any questions of council? Questions of council? Thank you very much.
You're welcome.